All right. So here we go. Tonight is senior night here at Cape Henry Collegiate for our boys volleyball team. And let me tell you, this is quite a squad. So we're playing Norfolk Christian. It's senior night. We're going to honor Connor Pinnell, Yoon Che, and Tristan Whitfield, who are three spectacular young men. Honestly, I can't. Tristan is a Division I recruit. He's committed to the academic admissions process at Princeton University. Tristan's also a member of the under-19 Pan-American U.S. volleyball team. So when I tell you you're talking about one of the best in the state, yeah, I probably am underselling him. He's probably the best in the state. Yoon is a first-class young man, joined us his sophomore year. Yoon is a state champion baseball player and a heck of a baseball player. And I'm going to let you listen to our senior day presentation, and then we'll jump in for the match.
All three are state champions in either basketball or baseball. We thank them for their incredible athletic contributions. Also, a true addition for students that have not only a well team, also a class. As we announce each season, they will join their parents on the court for both individual and team recognition. First, please join me in welcoming Yoon Che. This is June's third year on the Varsity Volleyball team and third year at Cape Henry. He's also a member of the 2022 State Baseball Championship team, earned all honors recognition, and last week's CHC Athlete of the Week. He's a member of the National Honor Society, the Valley Society, received excellence in mathematics. He is an honorable and headmaster's list academic recipient, was weightlifting all sports. Favorite team that I remember is winning the state baseball championship last year. Decided his college plan for those to continue his baseball career at the next level. An institution that strongly values academics and athletes. Thank you for your contributions to volleyball.
Yes, sir, Yoon! All right, so that was us honoring senior Yoon Che, multi-sport athlete. Next up is Connor Pinnell, another senior, world-class young man, peer leader, National Honor Society, baseball state champion.
This is Connor's third year on the Varsity Volleyball team and 13th year at Cape Henry. Connor has also participated on the CHC wrestling and tennis teams and is a member of the 2022 Division I Baseball State Championship team. Connor is a peer leader as an RP Faculty Award, French Excellence Award, and is a member of the National Honor Society and French Honor Society. He is also earned an honorable headmaster's academic. Connor enjoys weightlifting, cooking, and his role as the leader of the flag football team. His favorite game to play ever is playing states and baseball last year. Connor is undecided on his college plan for those who attend UVA, Virginia Tech, or UNC Chapel with an interest in fields of biology or chemistry. Connor, thank you for your remarkable commitment to volleyball.
All right, that was Connor Pinnell, another spectacular young man, state champion baseball player, but really just one of the kindest guys on our campus, too. And here we go. Here come the franchise. I'd argue you're looking at clearly the best volleyball player to ever play at Cape Henry.
gold medal winner, participating in American Games last summer. Truly remarkable. He is currently the all-time best volleyball athlete. He is also Varsity headmaster at the National Honor Society and on the leadership board for the Multicultural Alliance and joins voluntary at his church on a regular basis. What's his favorite this is a state basketball championship his sophomore season. Tristan has firmly committed to play men's volleyball at Princeton University next year, where he plans to study. Tristan is even his all-time most decorated boys volleyball athlete, for his incredible volleyball talents. Also, your commitment to.
Hey, yeah. All right, so that was Tristan Whitfield. Well, I mean, what do you want to say? The kid plays for the United States of America under-19 team, and he's headed to Princeton. So I think that says probably all we need to know. And spectacular young man, 3 great seniors. Super fun to see these guys out here. And so let's set this up. Final TCIS match with a win. The Finns will go to 5-0 in the TCIS and earn the #1 seed for the upcoming TCIS Invitational. More importantly, this is a group of guys that have rolled almost every public school that's come through us. So really want to credit the Virginia Beach Public Schools for playing us this year when knowing that we've got some pretty unreal talent. But overall, Cape comes into the match 15-6. They've got wins over perennial powers FC and Cox. And so I can tell you, I've been here 9 years. If we played FC and Cox in my first 5 years here in volleyball, it wouldn't have ended well. So to see that we're able not just to compete, but defeat some of these teams, it's awesome. They've been in some great matches. And like I said, this is not a team of 20 guys. Every guy out here on this roster is a contributor, led by the 3 seniors. But you'll hear, you're going to hear AJ Total. You're going to hear Zach Duncan. You're going to hear Tanner Shadle's name today. Some of the younger guys probably hear some Ty Adamson and Kyle Kruner. And then we'll see if Sebastian and Yoon's younger brother Juan on the team too. And I don't know if, Porter Duncan, Zach Duncan's brother. So what's once was where can we park our basketball players in the fall to get them a little bit stronger has become a full-blown volleyball program here at Cape Henry. And I think you'd read a lot more about it if the TCIS had better volleyball, to be honest. But we've been the cream of the crop, and we're going to try to get that done again today. All right, so set you up. Best of 5 sets. First team to win 3 sets is going to take home the match today. First 4 sets, if they need to be played, will be played up to 25. We're going to rise for the national anthem, and then we're going to get back on air in a bit, okay? All right. So starting lineups for Norfolk Christian going on right now. Player to watch over here, number 12, Landon Blakely, one of the better players in the state. All right, here are the Dolphins starting lineup. The big man, Tristan Whitfield. CP. All right, so here we go. We're going to get started. Cape 15-6, 4-0 in the TCIS. Norfolk Christian 16-4, 1-2 in the TCIS. Both losses to Cape. Cape is currently ranked number 5 in the area. Norfolk Christian number 13. As I said, we will be the host and the number 1 seed with a win today. Don't have to worry about any other action for the upcoming tournament. And more importantly, chance to end senior night the way every senior night should end, with a win. Field hockey had a great senior night win over Catholic. Soccer with a big senior night win the other day in the TCIS playoffs. So set for volleyball. As I mentioned, a couple players to watch. Number 12 on Norfolk Christian is considered one of their best players. He's an outside hitter. He's their leading scorer, and he is second in the state for kills. All right, so those are kill shots. Whitfield for us, third in the state for kills, top 15 in the class of 2023 overall ranking, and as I mentioned, a Pan American Cup gold medalist and member of the U.S. team. Yoon is first in the state for assists, and so talent all over the court. Got a couple guys playing a little bit out of position. Sounds like Tristan's going to play opposite for the first set, and Yoon is going to be playing outside for the first set. Awesome to see almost the entire girls volleyball team here to support the boys volleyball team. Also see a bunch of baseball players that are baseball soccer players here to see some of their teammates that play other sports. So Crooner, Adamson, Shea, Pennell, Whitfield, and AJ Total for the Finns are going to start. And my suspicion is we'll see the other 5 young men at some point. It's going to be rally scoring, so you can score on a serve or non-serve. And here we go. Crooner to open the match. Here's the first serve over the net. Set. It's a bump, a set. Here comes 12. Big finish. That's going to be touched. Yoon looking for Whitfield. Boom! So there's a recipe for success. A nice block at the net, a set by Crooner, or a bump by Crooner, a set by Yoon, and a finish by the big man. 1-0 Finns, and we're off and running. Crooner with another serve. Throws it over the net, and a little combo effort by Whitfield and Total there. Little miss hit, tough serve to handle. Transparently, the announcer is admittedly the worst volleyball player in the 757. So if I say a miss hit, I'm not criticizing a kid. There's a little set. And here we go. Again, 12 with a miss hit finish there. Still effective. Whitfield now more of a, good gosh. So, I mean, if you're watching, that's not a great set. That's a kid hitting behind where he normally wants to hit. And the power he just hit that ball with almost knocked the young man over. 3-0 Finns. Crooner to serve again. Crooner doing his job. Rough start for the Crusaders. So much like in baseball, presumably Crooner is the guy. So the quick timeout down 4-0. Crusaders want to stop and think about it. And I would assume, much like baseball, you start a pitcher, you give the ball to the first guy that's going to pitch for the day, and that's the guy you want to get as many as you can innings. And my guess is we love Crooner's serve, and so he's thrown it up there 4 times, and we got 4 points. Oh, we got a wave going. We got a wave going, which actually, if you think about it, we probably should get a wave going at more sporting events since we're the Dolphins, right? I mean, like, it does play into the whole thing. They should have a wave and a fin running around. I'm coming up with some great ideas. I smell some student section basketball waves and fins. All right, 4-0. Here we go. Crooner on the serve. Gets another one over and in. It's set by 12 or bumped by 12. Return hit. Pennell nicely done to dig it out. Crooner, and Pennell is going to finish this one over the net. Bump, set, again, outside hitter 12. Smashes that one. Great save by Adamson. Pennell throws it over. How about it? Oh, whoa, whoa, still alive. Oh. Wow. Wow, this is a great rally. Wow, really good point there. Really good point. But somehow it's awarded to Cape. My guess is we were either a net violation or a foot under the net. Little hit the net. Yeah, so that was a great rally. To really credit Norfolk Christian there. That ball looked like it was going to be dead. They dug it out. Cape a little early celebrating. There's a big hit. Not sure. All right, so that's going to be Cape hit the antenna. So I think they're going to say that was a simultaneous hit onto the antenna, and we're going to redo that point. So 5-0. As far as I can tell, no point awarded. All right, so rare to have a mulligan, but I think we got a mulligan here. 2 points ago, what a fantastic dig by Ty Adamson. That looked like a great kill shot by 12, and Ty dug that one out. Crooner, another bomb over the net. Dig by Adamson. Whitfield with the ball. Ba-boom! 6-0. I was talking to our athletic department and Ms. Short, our athletic director today, and unequivocally would say Tristan's the most talented volleyball player we've had in our school's history. And I'm going to argue, as far as dominance in a sport you play, this kid's ridiculous. So over, little miss hit by Cape, and that is out. 7-0. Definitely can see number 12, Landon. I think it's Landon Brinkley, really talented. He's a little off right now, but you can see he's got a lot of power and finesse to his game. So it's a bump by him, and it's going to get thrown back to him. Blocked by Whitfield. Going to come right back to the opposite side. Whitfield with the save. Crooner with the set. Pennell with the finish, and put another one on the board. Shortest guy on the court finishes one there, and it is 7-0 Dolphins, I think. I think it's 7, yes? It's 8, no? Bad math by Mr. Angley. Too rowdy a crowd at the volleyball game today. Something we rarely say here, but our fans are too close to the action. We're backing them up. All right. Back to good job again by Adamson. All right, too many hands on the ball there. So a little miscommunication and side out, and it'll be 8-1 and Norfolk Christian to serve. So Brinkley with a good finish there, and while Adamson dug it out, I think we got 3 hands on the ball, which is a no-no. All right, number 2 serving for Norfolk Christian. Right-handed serve over. Whitfield handles it to Crooner. Back to Whitfield, and it was blocked. Crooner. All right, so Superman got denied that time. So Tristan hit that hard, but credit Norfolk Christian with a great block on that kill shot. It's 8-2. Set 1. Served. Shea handles to Crooner. Pennell, another kill. Connor Pennell having a great match. As far as I can tell, that's his 3rd kill of the game. So, of the set. And it'll be Finn side out, 9-2. And senior Connor Pennell is serving. Little long. Side out, 9-3. I'm old enough to tell you that the volleyball I saw in high school, you could only score a point on your serve, and the matches lasted days. So this rally scoring much better. Number 10 left that one a little short. 10-3 side out. AJ Total is going to serve, and checking in for Ty Adamson is Sebastian Whitfield. Expect to hear Sebastian's name for the next 3 months. He's a stellar basketball player and will be a big part of our Cape Henry men's hoops team this year. Great finish by number 13 right there. 10-4, side out. Norfolk Christian serve. Really well done there. That was 13. He got up, finished that kind of cross court. Very difficult kill shot. And here is Norfolk Christian's go-to guy. He's going to serve the ball. He's got a jump serve. Oh, yeah. That thing's a heater. Handled by Whitfield over to Yoon. Little touch shot by Yoon. Looking back over backline play. Whitfield, the Whitfields in that front row get their hands on it. So that was a kill shot from the back row. And Norfolk Christian getting themselves back in this set. It's 10-5. Once again, it's Brinkley on the serve. Serves that out of bounds. So we've seen two different kinds of serves right now. That jump serve, high risk, high reward. It's coming over as a little heat-seeking missile. And Tristan, I think what you're going to see here, he is a float serve. So he kind of, this is a little knuckleball that he's going to throw up in the air. I got to figure if he wanted to, he could jump serve. But what are we going to do? Yeah, a little floater. It's like a knuckleball in baseball. No spin at all, so it's got to be tough to handle. Pennell digs. Crooner sets. Yoon with a little poke finish. Out of bounds. Inbounds. 11-6. Nice finish by Brinkley. And you can see they're going to rely on him to do a lot of finishing regardless of where he is on the court. Libero now is going to do the serving for the other jersey is a term libero, and he's going to do the serving. Lefty. Looking for Yoon. Yoon with a little touch. Very well done by Norfolk Christian. We're going to set Yoon again. This one he hammers. Set by Total to Crooner to the young Whitfields. Put one on the board for Sebastian Whitfield, and I'm looking at their middle school sister as well, who's a stellar athlete, and can't wait to get her up in the upper school and see her finish. 12-6 Finns. Yoon Che with the serve. Little floater. Handled. 11. We're looking outside for Pennell. And all Pennell seems to do is finish today. So Connor, I think right now, actually 4-3 in kills over Tristan. So we'll have to see how long he can hold on to that title. 13-6 Yoon with the serve. All right, so Yoon to Crooner to Sebastian. Put it on the board. Right now, I'd say the biggest difference in the two sides, we are doing a better job handling that first ball, giving us a chance to then have a nice set for a quality finish. Norfolk Christian right now kind of scrambling a little bit, not being able to get their setter in a spot to finish. So, little floater, that's going to come over and out. So, I don't know. To me, that's an ace. I'm going to call it an ace. They didn't get it over the net. Good job, Yoon. 15-6 Finns. Rolling here in set one. Ooh, what are we calling? We're calling that out. All right. Do we know, is this tennis or the lines in or out in volleyball? The lines are in. All right. I have glasses on, so I can't make that call, right? That was close. 15-7. Crooner to Pennell. That's going to be out of bounds. Was it touched? It was not touched. All right, 15-8. Pennell letting all those finishes go to his head there. Try to hammer that one. Yoon to Pennell. Over to Whitfield. Whitfield plays it to the back row. Hey! Kyle Crooner with the finish. 16-8. We're going to double them up, and we're going to go Ty Adamson back in for Sebastian Whitfield. And clearly there's a strategy to this, but I'll be transparent. I didn't get enough time with the volleyball coaches to ask what it was. So, but that was a one-for-one sub. I think this is to get Ty back in on the serve. Back row kill by Brinkley. Talented player, number 12 for Norfolk Christian. 16-9, side out. First set TCIS matchup here. Senior night at the Cape. Whitfield to Crooner to Whitfield. And it's, yeah. I'm going to wait till you'll boom until there's a boom moment, but that was another great smash. 17-9. Let's see if the Finns can go on a little run and finish this one off. Back to Crooner. And Crooner hit Tristan with the serve, so that's not going to work. Substitutions, 2 and 13 in for 7 and 18 for the Crusaders. Number 2 is going to serve this ball. Tosses it up. Looks like he's going to go left-handed. Tristan to Kyle. Tristan with a little... All right, so going to call Tristan on something. I guess maybe a scoop shot instead of just straight over the net. 2, not even. So he touched that ball twice, 2 hands. It's got to be a simultaneous. And good dig, or maybe no dig. No dig. Hit the floor. All right, so Whitfield makes an error and comes back and kills one. So 18-11. Finns in control, but momentum shifts quickly here in volleyball. And Pinnell's serve. Senior, let's see, 7-0 run here. We get out of here. Pinnell sends it over. Great. That's a nice kill by Brinkley. You can see they look for him any chance that they get. Dolphins spread the ball around a little bit more. Obviously, a go-to moment. We're probably looking for Whitfield, but in that particular shot, that's an attempted block at the net, and Brinkley just powered it right through. Serve is over. 18-12, 18-13. All right, so right back into the match for Norfolk Christian. Got to credit them. A couple times getting doubled up. They were down 16-8, and they've scored 5 of the last 7 to get right back into this. So here we go. Right-handed serve. Yoon to Crooner to Tristan. Wow. Brinkley putting him on his back, and it is suddenly a 4-point match. Ball in hand for Norfolk Christian. So at one point, looked like we were kind of pulling away, and now we're in a bit of a dogfight here. Here we go. Serve with the right hand. Floats it over. Adamson to Whitfield to Yoon. Cross-court finish is dug out, and they're going to look for Brinkley again. All right. Same thing. We just had that call. 2 hands on that ball as opposed to a simultaneous touch. Kind of went off both hands. So big point for the Finns to break that momentum. And we're going to go Sebastian for Adamson again with AJ Total at the service line. Total bombs one over, and that's going to be a point. I think if I was on the opposing team, they would serve it at me every time. I think the hardest shot in volleyball is digging that serve out. And let's see if we've decided we're going to go after that guy over and over. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to serve at that guy. So Total, really not going to mess at the net with Tristan Whitfield. So Whitfield takes that miss hit and buries it. And we're up 21-14. Total back to the service line. 4 points for the first set. Total. Pinnell. Tough. So we forced the miss hit, but Connor just couldn't get to that quickly, and so we give one away there. 21-15, and Brinkley's going to get to the service line. He's got a solid jump serve. Let's see if he goes to it again. A little bit more of a floater. Oh, great hands there by Norfolk Christian, and they get right back. So it's like that's a miss hit into the net that ends up. That's like a 9-iron that gets sculled into the into the flag and drops in. I don't think it's what he was aiming for. There's the bomb, but out of bounds. So Tristan told me this young man was not feeling his absolute best. So I think Brinkley is kind of battling through a few things, but heck of a player. He's doing a nice job. 22-16, Whitfield on the serve. Little floater. Banged over the net. And that one's not going to make it. So 23-16, Finns are within 2 points. A little frustration on the Norfolk Christian side of things. Whitfield, let's see if he can serve us into the next set. All right, here we go. 23-16, Whitfield at the service line. Throws it over. Bump, set. Brinkley from the back row with some power on it. We're going to look for Sebastian. No, looking for Yoon. Hammers it. Wow. So, again, let's say 5 foot. And we got some tall guys, and I'm not tall. I'm going to give Yoon the 5'11". I think Yoon and I'm going to give Yoon an inch on me, but he just elevated and hammered that. Set point for the Finns here in set number 1. Whitfield throws it over. Norfolk Christian returns, blocked at the net and dropped. Set 1 to the Dolphins. Well, traditional in volleyball, I think they switch sides of the net. No, they do not switch sides of the net. Tyler Faubert, appropriate volleyball music. Jump by Van Halen. It works. 1 set to none Finns. We'll take a 3-minute break. Solid play from all 3 seniors. Whitfield, Yoon, and Connor Pennell doing a great job. You don't want anyone to know yet. They go down to the same Florida thing. You stop switching. All right, here we go. So, set 2. See any notable changes? No notable changes. It's fun looking at this roster. You've got probably, arguably, our leading scorer on the lacrosse team, our shortstop, and a catcher utility man on our baseball team. Whitfield is a beast on the basketball court as well. Sebastian Whitfield over there and Zach Duncan, 2 rock star basketball players. You're going to hear their name. Tanner Shadle, arguably the best baseball season in the state last year, on the mound, in the field, at the plate. And Tanner's got one of those Bobby Thompson San Francisco Giant moments, walk-off base hit to win the school's first ever D1 state championship. Yours truly announcing it, and I think I proceeded to yell Dolphins win for the next 16 minutes into the microphone. But as exciting a sporting event as you're ever going to watch in high school. And again, speaks to the type of kid Tanner is. He easily could be outside in the batting cages along with some of his fellow teammates, but he's going to do right by the school and help us win some volleyball titles. So that's what's cool about the Cape. These guys are doing a little bit of everything. Norfolk Christian's up first serving. Second set. Here we go. Pennell with the bump. Crooner with the set. Total with the finish, but controlled and blocked at the net by the Finns. Blocked again at the net by the Finns. And now Pennell. Hey! So that was one of those funny moments where Connor jumped about 2 seconds early and was trying to stay floating in the air. Got the job done, though. 1-0 Finns. Bruner on the serve. 1-0 Finns, second set. Ooh, try to thread the needle down the line. We're going to go 1-1. Unforced error there by the Finns. Jump serve. Floated to Adamson. Set by Crooner and just boom. That's all I can say is boom. And I think, as you look at Tristan play this sport, and I have a feeling in a couple of years you're going to watch him with a uniform on that's red, white, and blue playing the sport. Typically, you see guys more. You typically see guys more the build of Blankley, long and lean. Back in the day, Grayson Browning, who graduated from Cape Henry, was one of our best players. He went on to Grand Canyon to play Division I volleyball, and again, long, lean, heck of a jumper. Tristan is a brick house, and so to see him get up and elevate the way he does, also at the size that he is, it's just impressive. All right, a little mistake there on the Finns. A little ace and 3-2 Christian coming out with a lot of energy here in set 2. Tough to dig a 2-set hole in volleyball. Got to win 3 in a row to get back into it. So big set for the Crusaders, who I asked Tristan Whitfield before the game, who's given you the best battle in the TCIS, and he said the Crusaders. Took a set from him earlier. And so you can see with Blankley out there, they're going to have a chance every point. They're going to come back to him over here. So he started the play. Nice block by Whitfield. Those are two guys that I think do battle in the club world as well. But that you really can see for Norfolk Christian, Blankley does so much. He's receiving the serve and then moving his feet all the way over to be the guy trying to finish. So, all right, Finn's a little off, down 4-3 here in set 2, and we've had 3 unforced errors so far, 2 bad serves and a ball that we let float to the ground. But it's early. Set 2. Knuckleball. Finished by Sebastian Whitfield, who Tristan has told me. I have the joy of teaching Tristan every day, or 6 of 7 days. And Tristan has told me that while he can dunk a basketball, his brother can just absolutely fly through the air. And so, very humble young man who recognizes he's the volleyball player of the family, and Sebastian's no slouch, and Tristan's the hoopster of the family, and or Sebastian's the hoopster, and Tristan's no slouch. So elevates, but out of bounds. It's going to be 6-4 Crusaders. I got a feeling that when Miss Whitfield, who's currently in, I believe, the 7th grade, gets herself to high school, we're going to be talking about another athlete. All right, Blankley with the jump serve. Kind of free hit over, so Christian with a chance to do some damage. They miss it. This is going to get over, though. Well done by Norfolk Christian. They are scrambling. Whitfield, it's going to go point to the Crusaders. So set 2, 7-4. Another serve by, that might have been out, but Yoon doesn't want to take any chances. Instead, he gets the ball back, and we're going to have a little 2-hit there, 2 hands on the ball. So, big point, momentum shift here, hopefully. 7-5, Finns serving. Second set. Yoon with a jumps, a little floater, the knuckler. It's going to be set high for Blankley, who's going to finish. So he's finishing from the back row, and I got to imagine it's pretty tough to try to set a block up to try to block a back row hitter because he's got so much of the court to see. He's He's doing it all right now. 8-5 Crusaders. Whitfield to Crooner. Crooner with the fake set. I'm going to call that the Crooner for the rest of the match. That was a fake set. A little knocked it right over. And we're going to go Adamson, the server, for Whitfield, the finisher. Here goes Ty. Jump serve, little knuckler. Handled by Blankley. Adamson with the set. Looking for Whitfield. Nope. Nope. Unless you get a wall in front of that, it's not going to get stopped. The pace and the angle he's hitting the ball at are spectacular. 8-7. Adamson with the serve, looking to equal the score here. Good jump serve. Cross court. Aced it up. So he went down the line on that first serve. This one he went cross court. I think he caught the young man by surprise. And I'm going to have to ask these guys, but that knuckleball with no spin at all, it's anything like a baseball knuckleball. It's moving all over and it's hard to hit. Now that one had a little top spin. Meet at the net. Give A.J. Total and Kyle Crooner that one. And the Finns with 4 straight points to get back in the lead, 9-8. Adamson serving again. Free hit for the Finns here. Let's see if they can do something with it. We're setting big A.J. Total, former athlete of the week. He came down hard on that ball. It's like it's like playing in the old Metrodome. We got to watch, or the Tampa Bay Devil Rays field. Got to hit the ball off the ceiling. So I think that ball is live if it hits the ceiling and comes back down. Yeah, it's a live ball. All right, 9-9, side out. Norfolk Christian with the serve. Pennell to Crooner. I'm sorry, Pennell to Total to Crooner. Whitfield blocked by Crooner. Outside bomb. Hey, great rally by the Finns. That's a lift. Kind of palmed that and lifted it. But at the time, it looked like a heck of a rally that Pennell and Adamson got that ball. But a little bit of a lift call there, and so it's going to be a point for the Crusaders, and they retake the lead at 10-9. Yoon. Pennell cross court. Blankley gets his hands on it, and we're going back to him. He hits a cross-court bomb. Really well done, and you can see Blankley complimenting his teammate who gave him a perfect set from the back row. Talented young man as his team up 11-9. Here we go. 8 takes a deep breath. Righty serve is over. Whitfield to Crooner to Pennell. It's going to be a 3-point lead now. So things getting away a little bit from the Finns. They were down 8-5, and we're going to see Tanner Shadle for the first time. Shadle for Pennell. Giving Pennell a chance to kind of catch his breath. Miss hit there, and so Shadle checks in. Junior, multi-sport talent, first-team All-State baseball player. 8 with another serve. 12-9 Christian. Whitfield to Crooner to Total with a smash, but it's blocked well. Back row, out of bounds. So if this was basketball, what I'd say is every time down the court, we're running a set look for our best shooter, and credit Norfolk Christian for having the willpower to, every time they get the ball, they're looking for their guys. Crooner with a serve. So that's a block, but that's going to be a block that's out of bounds. So that's tough. Got to get up there and block. Great block by Shadle, but I think it hit out of bounds, and so it's 13-10. Little jump serve that Whitfield handles, and it's going to come all the way across. Shadle, ooh, that hit him. That hit him. Yep. Shadle with a cross-court tip finish. That young man needed to get out of the way. He didn't. Well done, and Tanner's going to get a service. Finns trail 13-11 in the second set. Shadle, ooh, a little knuckler. They're going to find Blankley, though. Ooh! Tristan Whitfield says, not right now, Mr. Blankley. Not right now. And so 13-12, Finn's crawling back into it again. Shadle. Ooh, this one's a little more heat. Eats him up. And they're going to have a free ball here. Bump. Set. Why not? Tipped or not tipped? Tipped or not tipped? Not tipped. A rare mishit for the hitman, Tristan Whitfield. 14-12. Substitutions. We're going Pinnell for Shadle. Good serve there. That's a point Tristan wants back. So here we go. Trailing by 2. Lefty serve. Pinnell handles it. Crooner. Yoon! The crowd is not booing. They're chanting Yoon! So we've played 27 points, and we're separated by 1 here in set 2. 14-13 Crusaders. Total with the serve. A floater. That's going to fall right to Blankley. That gets blocked. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And for the second time this match, we're all square at all square. Back to 14. First to 11 now. Total. Boom. Great cross-court winner by Blankley. Finds a little corner in the back of the right-hand side there. That was a great kill shot. It's 15-14 Crusaders. Brinkley, I'm sorry. I've been calling him Blankley. Mr. Brinkley. Serve is in. Pinnell. Sebastian Whitfield. Touch. And we're going to get another shot from Blankley. And that one goes out. Great decision by Connor Pinnell. 15-15. Game to 10. So as I mentioned, second set really critical. Putting the team in a 2-0 hole here would be a difficult hole to ask them to climb out of. 1-1 is anybody's match. So here we go. Whitfield with the serve. 15-15. Hits a knuckle floater across court. Yoon handles it. It's going to go backside to Whitfield. And boom goes the dynamite. You give him time and a look at the ball, and he is nothing but spectacular. So here we go. 16-15. Whitfield with the serve. Floater. A lot of trouble in the back row. They're going to get it over. Whitfield to Crooner to the other Whitfield into the net. So got to be better than that, and the Finns know that. That was a free, when I say free ball, that was not a ball they had to struggle to dig out. That ball was just thrown over the net. So I might not be using the right term, but that's what I'm calling it. Brinkley to Che. Che is going to get it back and finish. 17-16 Finns. And here comes a big stretch right here. Couple points separation could be huge. Yoon served us a few big balls last time. Let's see what he has up the sleeve now. Serves one. Brinkley into the net. Ooh, yeah. So a little overeager by Pinnell there. Might have wanted to stare clear of the net. He jumped. He got his hands on the net. And so we're going to call that a violation and give the ball back to the Crusaders. So let's hope that doesn't bite us. Game to 8 now. 17-17. Libero for the Crusaders serving it up. Left-handed bomb. Total. Crooner. I think it hit his hair. I think he brushed the tower with that, but we're going to say no touch. 18-17, Crusaders in control right now. Served over. Total. Crooner. Pinnell touched it. So counterintuitive to be able to let a ball go by you in any sport. You kind of get your hands up, and his teammates were yelling out, 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 but he just couldn't get his hands down in time. So that's a break. I think the Finns just gave one of the Crusaders, and they just gave one back to the Finns. So we're going to put the ball in Ty Adamson's hands, and we're going to play to 7 right now. Ty. Too many hands on the ball, we're going to call it. Right? It's got to be clean with both hands at the same time, and when it's not, it's a no good. And so 19-18, Adamson. Big point right here. Let's see. We haven't had a 2-point advantage all match. Can we get one? Adamson. Yep. So This is what I hate about volleyball is like if you find a guy, you can kind of go after that guy. And it's going to be a big timeout for Norfolk Christian. Remember, they had a 3 or 4 point lead multiple times here in the second set. And now the Finns are 20-18, ball in hand, trying to get a big second set win. DJ Tyler Faubert spinning up another tune for us. I don't know who made the Dolphin posters over there, but we need to get those in baseball season for some seniors. These guys have some posters that make them look like they're action heroes in movies. I mean, soccer, they got, they said big heads, but I mean, these action. If maybe we can zoom in at some point on the in between sets, let's zoom in on those posters, huh? Those are something special. I got some fun facts fun fall facts coming up in between set 2 and 3 for you here. Give you all the news about Cape Henry Collegiate fall athletics, and talk to you about a fundraiser that we were about to wrap up. Pretty impressive stuff. But first things first. Let's get 5 points, huh? All right, here we go. Adamson, Finns up 20-18. Serves one. They're going to get it to 11. Adamson digs it out. Oh, little miscommunication. 21-18, big point right there. As you see this, it's really tough to string points together when you have two equally competent teams out there. And so anytime you can go on a little run, you got to take advantage of it. And right now, Adamson's serve is causing problems. So you can see Brinkley really trying to do a little bit of everything. He goes way out of normal position, hits a hard ball, but the law firm of Kruner, Pannell, and Total said not today. 22-18 Finns. We're going to throw it back to, all right, that ball's handled. Bump, set, and here comes Tristan, and he's going to hit a floater. Oh, handled by Brinkley, and he's going to have a shot at a kill, and it doesn't work out. So 23-18. Keep in mind, it was 18-18. Finns on a Ty Adamson 5-0 run are now 2 points away from taking a big 2-set-to-none lead. But Adamson with another little bomber. Saved by Che, tapped over by Total. Awesome point right here. Great effort by the Crusaders. But that was really remarkable. That's the same hand-eye coordination I've seen at shortstop quite a bit in second base. Ian's got quick hands, and he showed them right there. Set point for the Finns. Here we go. Place is going crazy. Here we go. Yoon. Looking for Whitfield. We're going to look for him again or not? Nope, we're going to look for Pannell. And Pannell gets denied at the net. If you know Connor, he's got one of the nicest dispositions of any human you're ever going to meet. And so holds himself to a high standard. He's frustrated, but shouldn't be. He's playing a great match. 24-19, set point. Pannell sends it over. It's going to be handled and thrown outside to Brinkley with a smash that Adamson handles. To Kruner, back to Pannell. Connor. It's going to be Whitfield. Kruner with a tap. Pannell looking for Whitfield. Boom goes the dynamite. Chalk up a second set winner. All right. 2-0. So while we got a break in the action, got some fun things to talk about here going on at the Cape. I'm going to pull up my Miss Short official email here. Our athletic director sent us an email with what's going on at the Cape, and because I don't want to miss anything, here we go. All right. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. over at Norfolk Collegiate High School, the number 1 seed regular season TCIS champion boys soccer team looks to win their Let's look up here. Looks to win their 7th straight TCIS tournament title. They play their rival, Norfolk Academy, who they beat 2-0 last week, or 2 weeks ago. They're going to play them at a 7 p.m. kickoff. Number 2 seeded Varsity Girls Tennis opens TCIS tournament play tomorrow. They play a 2-day tournament over at Huntington Park in Newport News. And look, the Finns lost to Norfolk Academy. They lost the regular season conference championship 5-4 in a 10-8 tiebreaker. So you literally cannot get any closer than they were. And so they look to win the tournament title in the next 2 days. The number 2 seeded varsity field hockey team is going to host the TCIS quarterfinals November 1st on Tuesday. If they win, they're going to host again on November 2nd. And if they can advance to the finals, they likely will run into their nemesis, who beat them 3-0 earlier this year. And that's NA. The number 8 seeded varsity girls volleyball team is going to travel to the number 1 seed Norfolk Academy on Tuesday for their quarterfinal match. And assuming we win this third set, we will host the TCIS Invitational Final on Wednesday at 6 p.m. And last, our varsity cross-country team is going to run in the championship meet on November 4th. And we very well have the fastest human in Virginia Beach. Michael McNew, freshman, nothing but dominant. All right, so that's athletics. Fun fact is we connected with a elementary school about a week and a half ago that got rocked by the hurricane recently. And when I mean rocked, we're talking Fort Myers, Florida, 1,100 kids. The school is yet to reopen. And so we connected with Miss Qualters, our counselor, connected with a good friend who put us in touch with a school there. And that school was able to reach out to us and kind of share a little bit of what their struggles are. And their struggles are everything from, we don't have kids that have clothes. We don't have buildings to teach in. We don't have backpacks. We don't have paper. We literally have nothing. And so we, led by our Young Progressives and Young Republican Club, they got up and said, hey, let's see if we can raise $500. So I'm happy to tell you that we raised $1,750. And we had a faculty member who graciously offered to match the students' efforts. And so when that number hit 600, Mr. Chris Souther at Cape Henry Collegiate said, I'm going to go ahead and match that. And so we are going to hand over on Monday. We're going to get a Zoom call going, and we're going to look at some administrators from this school down in Fort Myers, Florida, and we're going to be able to present them with over $2,400, and that's a week's worth of effort. So if you're listening to this, you got some affiliation with Cape, you should be incredibly proud of our upper school community, because they did some pretty unbelievable things, and I couldn't be prouder of them. And I'm looking at my colleague to my right, who is somebody that went and moved the needle on the microphone with this student body and said, if you guys do right, I'm going to show you what giving back is. And so big shout out to my friend Chris Souther sitting to the right for doing something amazing. And then, but just like overwhelming love and support for our student body. And it's going to be awesome to be able to know that these kids did something just unbelievably awesome for another community. And so thank you, Cape. And here we go. We're up 2-0 here. 25 points gives us a TCIS regular season championship. How about it? Let's see. I think I'm looking at Zach Duncan on his first action on the court. Tanner Shadle, Zach Duncan, Kyle Kruner. Whitfield, boom, saved. Got away from Yoon, but Whitfield makes up for it. What a first point. This is our 5th time over the net, and we're going to call that out. We're going to call that out. All right, 1-0 Crusaders. Here we go. Whitfield's going to handle to Kruner to total. 2-0 Crusaders. Little hole. Let's see if we can dig out of it here. Yoon looking for Zach. Hey! Haven't seen Mr. Duncan on the volleyball court. Seen him knock down threes, and I think you're going to hear his name in this gym all winter long. This kid can flat out shoot. I got to imagine this team GPA is something spectacular as well. We're looking at some bright young men out there who also were stalwart members of our community. I think when I think of our core values, especially integrity and community, I'm looking at and scholarship, just a group of young men that really honor that. And I think, I know the girls' tennis team's got some smarties on there too, but this might be a tough team to beat GPA-wise. 3-1 Crusaders. Yoon handles it, pushes it to Crooner, to Tanner for a kill. Great job by Brinkley to get it back over, and Dolphins are going to have another shot at it. And Total finishes this one. I'm not sure what AJ does in the winter. My guess is he's in the weight room and on the track, but he's been asked to do a lot on the lacrosse field, and I think you're going to see a breakout season in one of the better players in the TCIS this year. Got all the prerequisite skills to be excellent. Whitfield. Duncan denied at the net. All right, 4-2. Early lead for the Crusaders. Brinkley with the serve. He hits the knuckler. Great job by the Finns expecting that hit. Duncan cross court. I think it's fun to watch. You can see some of these guys. I mean, there's no doubt if you watch Zach play, he moves like a basketball player on a volleyball court. Everything about him looks like he's about to tee someone up. Tristan, more volleyball. Sebastian, more basketball, but 4-3. Great hit, great. Oh, wow. Great little touch there by Crooner. Whitfield sets it, bumps it, and he's going to get it back. Out of bounds on Tanner Shadle. 5-3. Substitutions here. Libero in for 13, and 18 is going to come in for 2. 5-3. Yeah, you really can see. I don't think Brinkley is at 100%. He's looking like he's tucking in a little bit, trying to get air in between every point. So if this is him at 75%, I'm dying to see him at 100%. All right, Finns trail 5-4. Tanner Shadle with the kill, and now he gets the serve. Tan Man throws it over. Wow. Oh, that's funny because Tristan hit that so hard that the attempt to just get to the ball put it well over the net, and a little bit of confusion between the Finns means we let that one drop, and so we're going to go 6-4 Crusaders. (7-4) on an ace. Serve comes to AJ Total, who touches it to Crooner. Touches it over, and I don't know. Two hands. Hit the pole. Got it. So that's a side out for the Finns and a big point for them. Gets them within 2, 7-5. Early third set. Looking to the outside hitter, 11. Denied at the net by the law firm of Whitfield and Total. 7-6. Give the ball back to Yoon Che. Got a feeling we'll hear from Yoon in a few weeks about where he's headed to college to play baseball. And that's what I love watching Tristan do. 7-7. Too big, too strong, too fast. Got a feeling Tristan headed to Princeton. And I got a feeling you're going to, I think sooner than later we'll hear some more of the baseball guys locking up where they're going. That's a team that's going to have I think if there's one team this year at Cape Henry that has an expectation to end up in a state title game, it is our volleyball team. Or I'm sorry, it is our baseball team. They return 7 of 9 starters. Whitfield with another kill shot, but it's saved by the libero. Good effort by Duncan to get to that. Wow. So that's basically falling. That was the equivalent of Mahomes rolling to his right and throwing across his body. Whitfield is falling to his left with a kill shot all the way across to the right. Somehow it's 9-7. I've been losing track just watching. Duncan. Total with a kill. Nice. It was 7-4, and we've gone on a 6-0 run that's impressive and something fun to watch. You know, a lot of these guys are on the floor when they're trying to do things. Duncan, like I said, is a basketball player playing volleyball. He's off his feet for almost every one of his bumps. It's fun to watch. You see, there's a kid on his feet. And you're not leaving the ball around the net. I feel like the guy's got a little Zion Williamson in him. All right, timeout, Norfolk Christian, 11-7. That's a 7-0 run for Yoon and the Finns. So I'm not sure if we have any volleyball alum watching this, but if Kenny Shadle is being a good big brother watching Tanner Shadle on Cape TV. Hello, Kenny. Down in Georgia Tech, getting his smarts on. Who else might be watching? What other volleyball guys might we have watching this? A lot of the hoopsters last year. Your Greg Melvin was on the team, and maybe he's doing a little watching. Although if I know Greg Melvin, he's in the weight room or on a basketball court. And honestly, if I know Kenny Shadle, he's in the library or the weight room or the batting cages. So maybe you'll watch this later, Kenny. Again, big night tomorrow for Finn Athletics. Chance to go win another TCIS soccer title. And those matchups against NA they're always spirited and fun competitions. A little bit like the Duke Carolina thing. Red Sox Yankees, depending on where you are. Giants Dodgers. All right, 11-7, set 3. Yoon and Whitfield kind of putting us on their back a little bit. Ooh, Yoon gets a 1 over. Here we go. Like, just... Yeah, you see a kid like Brinkley, who's exceptional. All of his kills are shots that are coming, down at an angle. Tristan at times is hitting the ball directly down, and so if you're going to do that, I don't think you can return it. So here we go. We're going to feed the big man again. Oh, he's upset with himself. That's a little. He tried to finesse the ball. I'm going to give him a hard time in class tomorrow. He made a mistake. 12-8 Finns. Set 3. We're up 2-0. Pinnell to Kruner. Can see that one came off his hand. You could hear that came off his hand a little funny. 12-9. Best thing to do, I think, feed him another one right now. 12-9. I don't know where the ball went. Oh, there's the ball. All right, 12-9. Crusaders getting themselves back into this match, and give them a lot of credit. Pretty easy to mail things in at 2-0, and that is not at all what I see from them. And Whitfield just finished one, but Pinnell gets his hand on it to Whitfield. They're going to call that too many hands on the ball. Everybody trying a little too much there. 12-10. All right, 12-10. Here's the serve, handled by Pinnell. Kruner, the total. Blocked by Brinkley at the net. And right when it looked like the Finns might be pulling away, it's now back to a 12-11 game. Crusaders on the serve. Whitfield. That's a little back-to-back-to-back errors. Tristan, in trying to bump the ball, actually put it over the net, and sometimes better to be lucky than good. 13-11 Finns. Here comes Kyle Kruner. No idea. We'll take it, though. 14-11. I don't know if that was they were out of position. I believe the libero is not allowed to ever have his feet over the white line there. Maybe that's what they were calling, but at times I'm as lost as I am in field hockey. Ooh, good effort. Good effort. You can see it. There's been a couple times Norfolk Christian has rallied to keep the ball alive when it's come off the net. And I'm really impressed with how hard these guys are playing. 15-11. Here we go. Brinkley hits that one wide. 16-11. And the Finns are starting to get close to tasting this one. 16-11 Finns. We need 9 for the championship. Regular season, that is. Ooh, that one's up in the rafters, and then Tristan knocks it down. Out of bounds. That's Julie Angley and Daryl Shadle having a hello in front of the camera. Baseball friends can't be kept apart, though. All right, timeout. I believe that's a timeout, Norfolk Christian, and they are on thin ice right here. 17-11 Finns. And arguably, like 9 of guys. This is the team. You're like, where do you guys want to go? I just said that to Daryl. We need those for baseball season. Those are bad. Ask volleyball. Tristan. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Be awesome on the backside of the fence. All right, here we go. I think you only get 2 timeouts. And so, really a volleyball timeout, the former AD and me will tell you the volleyball timeout's just trying to break momentum. And Cape, since it was 8-5, has really seized control, or 7-4 seized control of it. Kruner with an ace, and the Finns are now within 7. See if they can close this out. Kruner with another bomb off the heating duct. We could have let that one go out of bounds, but I think Tristan wanted to do this instead. So he just hit that ball so hard that it hit off a player's hands and hit the back row. I know you're hearing me say his name a lot, but I think you get a talent like this every once in a while at your school, and it's awesome when he's got committed and talented teammates around him. But fun to watch you, young man. A little of the fight out of the Crusaders here. They have battled for 3 sets, and they've been in every set. Crawled back into the first one, had a pretty good size lead in the second one, and I think it's 9 down is a little daunting, but they're going to keep after it. Bruner with a great serve. Finns within 4 points. Let's see if Bruner can finish this out by himself. I jinxed him. I'm the guy who says he hasn't missed an extra point in 3 years, and he clangs one off the crossbar. Sorry, Kyle Kruner, I'll take that one. 21-12, set 3. Finns 4 points away from a regular season TCIS title. Yoon to Kyle. To Tristan with a floater. Going to come over to Brinkley. Kruner to Yoon, to Whitfield for the finish. 3 points away. Shadle for Pennell. Yeah, really not finishing a ton of balls, but man, does Kyle Kruner put balls in places for guys to have success. Great setter tonight. Nice little set. Good block by Total. Just the mere presence of AJ Total scared that point away. And the Finns are 2 points away. 23-12. Big Tristan Whitfield going to step to the back line and see if he can serve this out. Here we go. Whitfield. Woo! Woo! And you hear me yelling, and that's just really impressive by Brinkley. You can tell he's got a little frustration behind those two swings. The first one he banged to Tristan came right back to him. The second one he killed. 23-13. Yoon with the bump. Crooner, total, put it on the board. And the Finns a point away. And we're going to go Sebastian Whitfield for Yoon Che. Yoon finishing off a great senior night. And we're going to put the ball in A.J. Total's hands to see if we can serve this out. Here we go. Total hits it over. Bumped and set. Christian gets it over. And this would be fitting. Big Tanner Shadle. Here's what I'll say about that. Tanner Shadle had a birdie putt from 8 feet, and his dad said, don't leave it short, and he didn't. Tanner hit the back wall on that ball, but I like it. Up 10, swing away, young fella. Bumped by Whitfield, set by Crooner. Finished. Hey, Tanner Shadle with the kill. Finns with the win. A resounding 3-0 win. And kudos to our 3 seniors. Tristan Whitfield, Connor Pinnell, and Yoon Che. Great way to honor them on senior night. Great match all around. Excellent work by Total and Crooner. Awesome job by Adamson. Contributions by Tanner Shadle as well as Ty Adamson. And that's a wrap from Cape Henry. Congratulations, and we hope to see everybody tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Let's win a soccer title. Over and out.